All right, 1 more minute until the start of the live stream, and it has been so long since I watched one of them. I believe the last one that I watched was at the very beginning of Amphorios Saga, and I feel like it is just fair that I'm watching. Is this the last one? Is this the last part of Amphorios? I don't think so. I think there are like 2 or 3 more versions, but you know what? Why not? Why not? I'm hyped about the new Danheng, even though I got Imbibitor Lunae at Eidolon 6, and right now they are just trying to power creep him, right? Or maybe I can make a team full of Danheng. And the new March, she also intrigues me, and Pink, Jesus. Pink Alicia. I must have her. I must. There is no doubt about it. 15 seconds. All right, we are starting.
Now complete. You have granted the hero the perfect conclusion.
What can change a person's nature?
Is that March?
Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite.
My final rebellion.
Rise from your dormancy and follow me as
Okay.
soaring dragon of the wilderness.
That's so. I like this more than Imbibitor Lunae. No!
Dragon, rise!
Did they just power creep his previous version? Why did they have to make another one?
Heaven trembles.
So come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest.
Okay, we have the new March.
Draws near. Time for some sweet dreams.
The music is crazy.
Until we meet again, everyone. Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that?
You know that the dawn is there, and the blazing sun.
Look, that
destined
tree
to
is done.
rise.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead.
I am the one who guards the trailblazer's way forward.
Now,
That my boy Sunday is here.
to this world.
Let the trail
Maybe
blaze.
a
Write an
little-
ending unlike any that ever was.
Where is my Alicia? We don't get Alicia yet.
Woo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be back for the version 3.6 Back to Earth and Evernight special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert. We also have the honor of inviting 3 passengers of the Astral Express to spend some precious time with us today.
But why
Let's
is
give them
Himeko
a
there?
warm
Why
welcome.
isn't March there? Why is
Hi
Himeko?
everyone, it's a pleasure to
She's
be
not
back
taking
in
part in the
program. I'm Himeko, the navigator of the Astral Express.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Hung, the Express's guard.
Long time no see, dear viewers. I am Sunday.
I'm very happy to see you all again. It's always nice to meet old acquaintances.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for inviting us. You're still as lively as always.
It feels like we've only met yesterday.
A few months
It's
ago.
already been so long.
Reuniting with old friends is like a bird returning to its nest.
Are we
It's
friends
good
now?
to see that you're doing well, Mr. Albert.
To be perfectly honest, I've been really looking forward to seeing you all again. It's like having a family reunion.
Mr. Albert is
Himeko
welcome
VA
to
is
come
back.
visit the Express
That's
more
what
often.
everyone is.
I've even gotten some
concerned
inspiration
about.
from Amphorius for a new style of coffee.
Well, I'll definitely visit if I have time. But let's first get to today's main topic. In the previous version story, the Trailblazer took on the role of the Deliverer, bringing new hope to Amphorius' deadlock. With the combined efforts of our companions, both inside and outside Amphorius, this world has completed its final flame chase journey according to our will.
We also forced Lygus to compromise with us. Without that genius's constant meddling and obstructions, we have an even greater chance of defeating Iron Tomb.
Miss March, or should I say Miss Evernight, provided critical assistance on this front.
Miss Evernight. I can get over how second dimension is the name.
And return to Amphorius, and she also headed over the core flame of world bearing to us.
Even though she looks quite different, I still believe that March is on our side.
I like the new her new form more. I'm sorry, man.
About her. What exactly happened to March?
She got hotter.
Those jellyfish floating around here don't look like they should be messed with.
The situation in Amphorius is changing rapidly. Based on what Miss Evernight said, it seems she also has her own ideas about Era Nova.
Mr. Sunday is quite perceptive. In the version 3.6 story, Evernight will attempt to save Amphorius by implementing her own idea of Era Nova.
Her own idea? Would it deviate from the plans we made with the Chrysosairs?
Yeah, I will be surprised if there was no deviation.
Her plans do indeed clash with ours.
We need both free, please.
So Evernight ends up interfering with the Trailblazers' plans through certain means.
Time is running out. There's no more room for hesitation, Miss Himiko. I wish to return to Amphorius.
But you've only been back for such a short time, and it's too risky with all the dangers Amphorius has shown.
Do you have she's already in the cutscene.
As long as we can bring back the Trailblazer in March and reunite all the Express crew, you would do the same in my place.
Let's just go.
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like that.
Since Amphorius is a world enveloped in Memoria, there must also be something I can assist with. Miss Himiko, I will do everything I can to help them return safely.
You guys
also
already
believe
spoiled
Black
that Sandy
Swan
is
will
gonna
make
be
the
the
same
final
choice.
fight.
You kids, promise me that you'll take care of yourselves, all right?
I will.
Of course.
Albert's,
My heart! I'm so moved! Oh, the Astral Express family must be brought back together. However, due to the time dilation inside Amphorius, Don Hung may see some serious changes once he's back on Amphorius.
Is this the sacred tree in the Grove of Epiphany? Why are
The
all
air
its
tree
leaves
is
dyed
here.
gold?
Only a few grains of sand have fallen through the hourglass, but already so many years have passed. There is something melancholic about it.
There also seems to be a few strange creatures here.
These are actually twisted monsters when the Garden of Recollection's mimetic life forms merge with the Destruction's golden blood. They're preventing Don Hung and the Trailblazer from reuniting.
I wonder what
To make our journey
BS
go more
mechanic
smoothly,
are they gonna have.
I'll present some intel here about the head of these
You
monsters.
look, oh my
The
god,
Icor
he's so
Memo Sprite,
ugly.
Judge of Oblivion. This monster's specialty is that it can
Looks
target a
like the
single
face
allied
of an
character
old man.
and launch multiple single-target attacks. If the target of the Judge of Oblivion's attack is protected by a shield, the Judge's toughness will be reduced after the attack.
Looks like you'd ideally want a character in your team that provides shields. when fighting
Adventure
this
in
monster.
time.
Exactly. In addition,
They shafted
before the
him with
Judge of
cast
Oblivion
stories.
uses its ultimate, we have to manually select an allied character to take the most damage.
I see.
The animation is
Version
crazy.
3.6 story, we will head into and explore the great tomb of a nameless titan.
Nameless? Is there a 13th Titan outside the 12 we know?
This is the deepest ruin in Amphorius. After it is stripped of its mythical embellishments, the
They are
colossal storage
repeating the
matrices
Honkai
flicker
StarRail.
incessantly,
Oh, Honkai
recording
Impactor.
an unknown past.
Oh? An unknown past?
It is,
You learned
yeah.
previously in the story how the two paths of erudition and destruction have influenced Amphorius. This world is less a place where paths intersect and more a place where paths battle to the death. And now the path of remembrance entanglement with Amphorius' millions of epochs will also be brought to light. I'll let you in on a little secret. Perhaps it all has something to do with a certain pink companion?
Ah.
Okay, now let's take a
When
short
do we
break.
get the hat
So
man?
we'll resume when we're back.
I mean, you already spoiled the meme and the entire thing. And okay, we have the new code. Expiry. Let me just put it in chat. I can't. I'm just gonna add them at the end after the live stream. Oh, she's so hot. Is it bad if I wish March remained like this? But yeah, so no meme in this new version. Hopefully, what the heck everyone is saying? Free Evernight, free Dangheng. What is the chance? What is the chance? Am I missing something? Is there any reason why those people are hoping for something like this? Frankly, they should give us free Dangheng. Let's be honest. He already had the MBB or Lunae form. They already released it. It's unfair if they just let that form get power creep like this. As for March, this is her 5-star version, so I feel it's fair to pull for her. Oh, I still prefer the eyes of the old March though. I take back my words. Why is there no sound? Oh, that smile. They always get me with the smile. Does she have any connection to Sparkle?
Alright, so March was drawn into Amphorius for some unknown reason.
Why is she ice?
But she also transformed into Evernight? What's the relationship between the two of them?
Well, according to what Evernight herself said, Evernight symbolizes March 7th's forgotten past, and she's existed up to this point in order to protect March 7th's future. We learned from the 3.4 storyline that March 7th, who appeared to be encased in ice on the Express, actually entered Amphorius before we did. Evernight only shows up when March 7th's life is in grave danger, which means March 7th must have encountered serious trouble during her time adventuring alone.
Grave danger. That's...
So split personality.
She symbolizes the forgotten past. That means Evernight's formidable powers could also originate from March's unknown past.
Mm-hmm. Dan Heng and the Trailblazer aren't the only ones on the Express hiding mysterious powers. Of course, March 7th has always been the most precious thing to Evernight, and the one she'll give everything to protect. So even though her intentions are good, Evernight is willing to do whatever it takes to protect March 7th and make March's wishes come true.
I like that.
Regardless of the collateral damage. You've got to be careful around her.
Actually, there was something in version 3.5 that I've been thinking about this whole time. Those memo keepers from the Garden of Recollection who tried to trick the Trailblazer seemed very afraid of Evernight. The memo keepers left as quickly as possible when she appeared. Is there some connection between Evernight and the Remembrance?
She's on the path of remembrance.
Specifics right now, but the Remembrance is not a unified faction. Different sects and memo keepers all have their own agendas. Evernight is very aware of the plot that the Garden of Recollection is currently scheming, and she hasn't held back in dealing with these memo keepers to clear the way for the Trailblaze. Naturally, she became someone they wish to avoid.
Oh.
She was too hot for them.
I'll leave it to everyone to find out more of Evernight's story in the game. Next, let's see what Evernight does in combat.
Okay.
Evernight's forte is working in sync with memo sprites. Her memo sprite is called Evie, and it shows up as a little jellyfish next to her
Evie.
when she enters battle. Evernight can increase the crit damage of all memo sprites on the team. The more Remembrance characters on the team, the bigger the increase.
Full memo sprite team.
When she summons the jellyfish during combat, Evernight gains Memoria. Accumulating Memoria will gradually increase the damage dealt by the jellyfish. After reaching a certain number of Memoria stacks, the jellyfish will immediately take action and deal damage to all enemies.
Her combat style is completely different from March's previous styles. It's much more intimidating.
Flamboyant
It
was the
seems
word.
that if you want Evernight to perform better in battle, you need to accumulate a lot of Memoria and trigger the jellyfish to self-destruct as much as possible to deal more damage.
Thank you.
Exactly!
Captain
When
Obvious.
Evernight or the jellyfish's HP drops, Evernight will gain a certain amount of Memoria, and both herself and the jellyfish will gain buffs. Here comes the key point. When she uses her ultimate, Evernight deals damage to all enemies, and she and the jellyfish will enter a special enhanced state called Darkest Riddle. In that special enhanced state, the damage dealt by Evernight and the jellyfish is increased. After Evernight uses her enhanced skill, she'll also gain extra memoria.
Even the jellyfish changed to a red and black color. Evernight in this state seems much more dangerous.
She's
Why
so
is
good.
Evernight always holding an umbrella?
This umbrella is her little assistant. When she's facing enemies, it becomes her weapon, dragging the enemies into the Evernight.
That's like a jellyfish.
After using her technique, at the start of the next battle, Evernight increases all ally members by its crit damage and gains some points of memoria. Alright, now let's take a look at our other companion who gained a new form.
Okay, that's
Dong for
Astory
Mansorterra.
support. I need to get what was her name? I only remember the Fata, you know, that pony thing that she had. I need to get her too. Hope she's getting a rerun on this in this upcoming version. I'm sorry for those that want Mighty rerun. You can wait. Anime, I can't believe they power crept even the Inhibitor Luna animations. Why?
So, what happened to Mr. Dan Heng? How did he gain a new form?
Yeah,
On his
and
journey
why?
to find the Trailblazer, Dan Heng encountered obstacles in the shape of both Evernight and Terravox, demigod of Earth. After obtaining the power from Bibiter Lunae's Azure Dragon, Dan Heng took another step forward on the path of permanence to protect his friends and save Amphorius. He unlocked the powers of Permansorterra, powers that only belong to him.
The golden dragon soars above the lands for one reason: to protect.
To take
all.
our money.
It seems as though Dan Heng's powers this time are
Rob us
related to
blind.
the earth and mountains.
To get
unlike his
our
water dragon
wallets
form from before.
from our cold
Overall,
hands.
he also seems a lot more composed.
This trailblazing expedition through Amphorius has strengthened my true inner desire. I want to do
Good to
all
know
I
you
can
are
to protect my
you
companions.
do not have a voice for the
Permansorterra's
most
powers
part.
come from this desire.
Having taken the Earth Core Flame,
Can
Dan
we
Heng
do a
also
full down,
becomes
get a
even
full
more
down hand
closely
good
tied
thing?
to this
Come
world.
on, Hoyo.
So, is
One
this
more
why
Dan
Mr.
Heng.
Dan
Let's
Heng
go
is
for
now
bingo.
taller?
Amphorius's earth creatures usually have powerful builds, like mountain dwellers and dromuses. I suppose that growing taller is a side effect of accepting the Earth Core flame.
He hit puberty.
Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the world can one's path lead to everlasting existence. For the person Dan Heng is right now, aligning with the way of the world means to share the same fate as Amphorius. In the future, Dan Heng will continue to explore the way of the permanence and look for more possibilities within the permanence.
After gaining these new powers, I can provide my team with comprehensive protection during battle. When using my skill, I will designate one ally character as my bondmate.
Oh
and
my
summon
God.
Soul Dragon for them.
The shippers
At the
are
same
gonna
time,
eat.
I will provide a stackable shield to all allies.
Oh? You can give your teammate an extra summon?
When Soul Dragon takes action, it dispels one debuff from all allies and provides a shield.
You've kept your word and carried out your conviction to protect everyone. You sure bring a sense of security.
When I use my ultimate, I will deal damage to all enemies and provide a shield to all allies. At this time, Soul Dragon will be enhanced. When it takes action, it will launch a follow-up attack on all enemies.
By using follow-up attacks, Soul Dragon can also build up more shields for the entire team, adding another layer of protection. Take another look at the screen. When Finan is the bondmate and activates his territory, the Soul Dragon can follow him into the effect to safeguard him.
When I use my technique, I will daze the enemies within a certain radius and make the character who triggers combat my bondmate. At the start of the next battle, I will use my skill once on this character.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Oh, it's the freaking alert for Twitch. I did not set up a follow-up alert. They set up one by default. Oh,
The ability to grant a summon
dude,
to a
it
teammate
blasted
will
my
make for a
ears.
lot of fun
Thank you,
combinations.
thank you. Thanks a lot for
We'll
follow.
have to uncover more of these lineup combos in the game then.
My God,
Our
it
bonds
was
of
so loud.
companionship stand more sturdy than the toughest rocks. You can
Hello
now
Lucy,
trust
thanks a
Dan
lot for
Hong
the
to watch
follow.
your back
My
in a
ears.
fight even
So,
more.
by the way,
Now,
which
let's take
games
a
do you
look
play?
at version
I play
3.6's
Wuthering Waves
advantage.
mainly, but more
Version
that's more
3.6's first
streaming
half will
Wuthering
prevent
Waves mainly.
Trailblazers can
In reality,
acquire
I
the
play
limited 5-star
all the
character
Hollow York
Evernight.
games like
Limited
Genshin,
5-star
ZZ,
light
Honkai,
codes,
StarRail,
Evernight
and I can't
stars
wait
also
for
have
Azure
a
Promilia.
boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character
Herta!
the Herta is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light code.
I am happy
Invisible
because I can
Veil
skip
will
her
be
safely.
available once again. In version 3.6's second half war event, Trailblazers can
All
acquire
the
limited
4 stars I
5-star
already have at
character
Idol on
Dan Hong
6.
for Mansoor Terrai. The limited 5-star light cone, The Worlds Apart, will also have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star
Okay,
character
those that wanted the
Anaxa is
Anaxa
returning.
rerun, congratulations.
At the same time, the limited 5-star light cone life should be cast.
But where
Flame
is
will become
the
available
pony,
once
Feta?
again.
I don't know
Thank you
if I
for the
can
introductions, Mr.
call
Albert.
him like that
No
on YouTube.
problem. And I've got even more news. Version 3.6 will also have a new animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.6. Make sure you don't miss it.
Oh, an animated short about Dan Hong? Then we'll have to pay close attention.
So the new March is in the
Art
first
style also
phase,
looks quite
right?
unique this time.
The lines and colors are clearly defined, with a very strong 2D feel. It's almost like a mural, and it's definitely very different from the usual animated shorts.
In addition,
Oh
a
my-
Mirrored
that-
Celestia short about March 7th is also coming soon.
Can we get both
Stay
Marches?
tuned.
Well, the animated short isn't the only thing with a unique style. We saw many unique things about March and Dan Hong.
Let me just
To
check
the
again.
Herta
What is
pose,
first phase
5-star
is
character
March.
Evernight.
I
Dan
can't
Hong
save.
asked me if he could take this opportunity to say a few heartfelt words to the Trailblazer.
You once asked what trailblazing meant to me. It has taken on thousands of wills.
No
and
way, Staley
thousands of
is the-
forms.
They confirmed Staley is the
Trailblazers
canon
to be with
protagonist.
those who save themselves. It is to be with all living things. And to be with you.
Oh, okay,
No
okay.
matter the ebb and flow of fate.
I can already see
Even
the
in face of
sheepers.
tempestuous seas. In the name of trailblazing, I will guard your way forward. Calamity undone lands beneath me. What remains is permanence.
Free to claim. He's free. He's free. The worst of the two characters is freaking free. I was expecting this Dan Hong to be free. It just made sense. Inhibitor Lunae is already there, and his kit leaves a lot to be desired. Let's be honest. Why would you go for Dan Hong Mansoor Terrai when you can go for adventuring? You know, you already have adventuring. There is no real point on going for this Dan Hong. But free is free, you know. There are a lot. A level above 3 to claim him. You get him plus materials to level him up to 60, which is not that much. Let's be honest. On the other hand, can somebody call Ran? He needs to find out that Dan Hong changed his fate. He's no preservation. He abandoned the hand. Ooh, new
Welcome back,
event.
dear viewers. Up next, it's time for the
So
version
cute.
event. On a warm and sunny day, Professor Anaxa announced that he would be going into
I played
seclusion
Left
for a
4
while
Dead,
to
Rust,
concentrate on
Kiki,
his academic research.
what's
Before he left,
in the
he
game?
gave the Trailblazer a special
Who is the
Dromus
best
egg to
5-star
look after.
character in
Professor
if
Anaxa
you ask
must
me,
trust the
is
Trailblazer very much.
the Herta,
He likely thinks
but
the Trailblazer had a lot of
if you ask
fun with
others, I
Dromuses,
believe
so they're well suited
Anaxa
for each other.
or Castoris
Well,
would
they
qualify.
both like to
Probably
eat dirt.
Castoris, she's also getting a buff in the upcoming version, and she also has a global
Well,
passive.
it
Just
just
pull
so
for her
happened
and you
that the
literally
egg
get a
hatched
buff
while
for your
under the
entire team.
Trailblazer's
So, yeah.
Yeah,
go
When
for
the press on the
Castoris. In the next
trailblazer,
version, go
couldn't
for
help but yell out,
March,
"Mama!"
and you should have a ready out team.
Our baby Dromus that's just been born is like
Can
the
we keep
morning
her?
sun. Start out with a good foundation and full of endless possibilities. So, as its designated parent, the Trailblazer must take on the responsibility of raising little Dromus
Now
into
they
a
show
Stardust.
Kylos.
One clump
Now in the
of
animation
red
it
soul at
had
a
to be
time.
still, right?
The Trailblazer
I guess they
has some experience in
they
parenting.
really went
The
in
saga
the
of Primavera Blade is proof of that.
So,
like.
what needs to be
Thank you,
done
Lucy.
exactly?
Thanks a lot. Welcome to the stream. Hope you
It is
enjoy
said
it.
that Giorios gave all the Dromuses 3 gifts: indestructible musculation, perspective spiricuity, and connective charasplendor. These traits are important indicators that show
I wish
how
I
well
could
the Dromus
read
is
what it
growing.
says.
The Trailblazer can schedule daily activities for the Dromus while it's under their care.
Oh, this
Aside
is
from
the raising
studying,
simulator.
you can also take your child out to relax, feed them snacks, play with them, give them a nice hot bath. And based on the
Goofy look.
Trailblazer's educational methods, the
Uma
Dromus baby will
Musume?
gain different
Alright, it's
stats
exactly
and
Uma
traits.
Musume.
This child is just too cute. Those big and shiny golden eyes are just like the Trailblazers.
Like
Did
it's
she
their
call
own
us
flesh
a
and...
animal?
I mean, like a child they raise themselves.
Every once in a while,
Sunday
there will
with
be
the
a test
disrespect,
to assess
he feels
overall
way too
progress.
at home now.
Of course, if your child isn't getting the grades you want, don't worry. The Trailblazer can also directly help their child pass the test.
We are
This
cheating?
educational philosophy seems a bit too lenient.
In addition to all of this, the baby Dromus will experience different stories as it grows up and will trigger some special events.
Wow, you can even change its outfit.
Some
This
Chrysler
reminds
air
me
friends
of
will
the
also
Azure
participate
Lane
in helping the
drawing
Trailblazer raise
simulator.
the baby Dromus.
With the help and support of so many companions, I believe that the baby Dromus will
I
grow up
want
happy
this
and
really
strong
thing.
and become the Dromus of its dreams.
During the event, Trailblazers can also obtain rewards such as an avatar. I hope all the Trailblazers enjoy this wonderful Amphorian family time.
New to streaming? Yes, continue.
Can't wait.
Let us now turn to the other version events.
All right. In
We have,
version
reruns?
3.6, the event Colorful Mayhem will come online. First, the Seal Slammers event will return in a new multiplayer mode called Double Seals.
Okay,
This
now that's
time, the Trailblazer can deploy a total of 6 baby seals.
That's
3
gonna
of them
be
will be
house.
deployed as the main combatants, while the other 3 can be paired with a main team member to help in battle.
So, in addition to considering which seals should be the main combatants, selecting the right supporting seals will also be key to securing a victory.
No pet.
Aside from
Oh,
Seal
right. They
Slammers,
don't give us the
Origami
drama.
Bird Clash will also welcome a Best of the Flock mode during this event. A total of 30 contestants will participate in a single competition. The 30 contestants will be ranked, and the contestants who score
that's-
below
this is
target
cool.
level will be eliminated at the end of each round.
This is like a
An
tourney.
Origami Bird Remake Battle Royale Edition sounds thrilling and exciting.
Yes!
The events
With
are
the
good.
Trailblazers' 2 favorite Clash and Slam events coming back together, there should be plenty of clashing and slamming all at once this time.
Well, I heard that this event was also made for Don Hung Seal Master.
Unnecessary.
So this is their answer to
Version
give us
3.6
PvP.
also brings another combat event for Trailblazers. One day, Kate, a member of the Penacony Bloodhound family, picked up a dream bubble called Try
Yeah,
Not to
this is
Laugh
not that.
Challenge.
Just
And she invited
regular
a knowledgeable
combat
and experienced Trailblazer to participate in this mysterious challenge. In the challenge, some characters will turn into comedians. When the surprise box on the action bar takes action, the comedians can open up a surprise gift from within and provide combat assistance to the team.
During
And
combat, the Trailblazer needs to charge up the surprise box as much as possible and use it to vanquish multiple waves of opponents.
Could such a delightful event be the work of Director Sparkle?
it's okay, I
If the
think.
masked fools are involved, then Sampo might show up too, right?
Finally, I did not see him for so long.
As the battle
I need
progresses,
somebody
the
to beat.
Trailblazer will be able to unlock more comedians, and they can use different methods to charge the surprise box and activate different combat effects.
It looks interesting, but at the end of the day, it's just your regular combat event. I am way more excited for the other two events with the PvP and the Chroma growing.
For Trailblazers looking to challenge themselves and test their limits, we've added a new high difficulty trial in version 3.6 that will be updated periodically.
Is it new endgame mode? New endgame mode.
Arbitration will be updated once every version, and Trailblazers will be able to face extremely challenging enemies in this mode.
Let's see how hard they are.
Challenging. Can you elaborate on that, Mr. Owlbert?
What are those rewards, though?
Consist of 3 trial stages and 1 final stage. Trailblazers must form 3 separate teams to take on the trial stages.
This is like the event in Genshin that just
Trailblazers can
ended.
assemble any characters into a team to challenge the even more difficult final stage.
It does seem very intimidating.
Once they clear the final stage, Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Interference key item. When using variable dice to reassign subsidiary stats of a 5-star relic, the Interference key can be added to block one subsidiary stat, preventing that stat from being enhanced during this reroll.
Even better
That is very
artifacts.
useful. Now there's a higher chance of enhancing key substats.
Yep. In addition to this,
You can
Trailblazers
literally
obtain
make the
limited
most
time
the
avatar
perfect
frames
sub,
and medals based
the
on their
most
score when
perfect
clearing the
artifacts
stage.
ever. We need this in Wuthering Waves.
There will be a brand new store added in version 3.6.
Ooh, pets.
Trailblazers can exchange tokens in the store for rewards, which include the Pet Complainer.
It really is Complainer. So cute. I like to challenge myself, so I'll definitely try this event out.
It sounds nice.
Tokens are mainly obtained through clearing anomaly arbitration stages. At the same time, you can also use jade feathers to exchange
The
for a
rewards
certain amount of
from
the
those
token in each period's
Magatama looking
priceless
things
jewel
do not
store.
look that crazy,
The store's
except for
offerings
the
will
pet.
continue to
But
expand in the
the item that lets you lock substats, that's really
Trailblazers will
nice.
also receive a little surprise gift from Pom Pom in version 3.6. When Trailblazers log into the game, they will obtain an interference key for free and a certain amount of the new token.
Thank you,
We'll
Conductor.
have to thank Pom Pom then.
All right, time for a short break. There's still more version news to share with you when we come back.
Alright, so free Danheng. I would lie if I said I did not expect this again. There is already in Bibitor Lunae. They released the second 5-star version of Danheng. I was expecting them to give it for free because they will not power creep him, right? Well, they can't even power creep. They are different. This guy is preservation. The other one was Hunt, I believe. Regardless, very, very nice to get a free character. And I don't have adventuring. As far as I can tell, the new Danheng does pretty much what adventuring does. If he does it better, remains to be seen. However, does this pretty much means that I will have to save for Mr. Evernight because there is no way I'm not pulling for her. I have already Castoris with Mr. Evernight with the Trailblazer. I miss Hyacinth. That's her name. I remember her only by the horse. But yeah, I need the Hyacinth rerun.
Welcome back. Let us continue with more version content. First, our old friend Gift of Odyssey will arrive on schedule in version
I wonder if they
3.6.
interrupted this
The
gift of
Planar
Odyssey.
Fissure and
What
Realm
will
of the
people
Strange
do?
events will also return. Complete the challenges to get
Nice.
double rewards.
More chances to
Mhm.
shuffle.
In version 3.6,
Ooh, new
Cavern
set.
of Corrosion, Path of Hidden Salvation is also set to come online. Successfully beat it to obtain 2 relic sets, World Remaking Deliverer and Self-Enshrouded Recluse.
Version 3.6
Let me
also
guess,
brings some
Recluse is
system
for the new
optimizations for
March,
everyone.
Deliverer is for Danheng.
Firstly, the main story replay function previously mentioned will officially come online. Trailblazers can choose to re-experience completed Trailblaze missions, Trailblaze continuances, and companion missions. At the same time, they can freely choose if they wish to view specific cutscenes and cinematics.
Okay,
Now,
that's
catching
very
up and
cool.
keeping up with the story will be easier than ever.
And we can rewatch the most exciting clips and animations from the story.
Yes,
That's-
of course.
This
To
was a
help
feature in
Trailblazers
Honkai
quickly
Impact.
understand
I
the
am very
important events of the current version.
happy that they added
Version
it to Honkai
3.6
StarRail.
will also introduce the
Genshin
Journey
needs this,
Highlights
too.
function. On the Journey Highlights tab, Trailblazers can quickly view important ongoing and upcoming events. They can also get info about the rewards for the corresponding events.
It's certainly more intuitive now, and the goals are clearer.
Next up, we'll introduce some collaboration news. Honkai StarRail and 8-Bit Dough are releasing an Evernight-themed controller. Purchase a controller and get additional merch and in-game virtual rewards. Pre-orders are now open. Hurry up and grab one.
Yes!
Yay!
Well, today's special program has now come to an end. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having me.
Trailblazers.
Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, the most
Tea time.
excited parts of it.
Evernight
Evernight
doesn't
is coming in phase 1. Remembrance plus Ice is gonna be incredible on the Castoris team. What team they are using with her? If I'm not wrong, they use the Castoris Evernight. What is this? They showcase the new boss. Whatever, I can't find it. Okay, Castoris, Evernight, Hyacinth, and Trailblazer. This is relatively F2P as a team, right? The Trailblazer is F2P. Castoris, you should get Castoris as an F2P player because of her global passive at the very least. That ensures that Castoris is never gonna be completely useless ever. And Hyacinth is the best healer so far. Now, for Dan Heng, this guy is free. But is there any reason to raise him if you have Adventuring? I guess now you have 2 Adventurings, right? So there is nothing to be said there. Of course, Anaxa is gonna be great with the new Dan Heng, so they are running in together. The 4 stars are worthless. I already have them maxed out. The Herta, she's still my best DPS. However, with the addition of Evernight, Castoris might take that place. And then I'm going to have 2 amazing teams. The new endgame mode, though, it requires 3 teams fully built, 3 broken teams. I have the Herta team with 3B and the Jade. I have the Castoris team with Trailblazer, the new March, Castoris. I'm missing Hyacinth. I need to find some way to get Hyacinth. And what is my 3rd team gonna be? I don't have a 3rd team, right? What team I can build here? I have Saber. I can make a Saber team. What the heck? What happened here? Are those really that much better than the Herta? But yeah, I could make a Saber team just because I like her. What investment I'm looking at for this? I need Sunday. Not happy about that. Or I could use Bronya. Outside of that, what other team I could even run here? My god, I missed like 2 patches and Acheron has... I always believed Acheron is not that good. I'm just gonna put this out there. Can I make an Archer team? But he's so bad in Pure Fiction. I missed Hysilians. I tried to go for her, but I failed. Seridra. Can I make a team around Seridra? I don't know what my 3rd team is gonna be. You literally need I could make an Archer, Sparkle, Seridra team with Gallagher. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Yeah. If I manage to get Seridra in this version. Outside of that, the 2 people are still here. The hype is real. Is there anything else at the end? No, they ended it. Yeah, currency war. What? They have a new... They hit something at the end?
Large-scale permanent game mode is
okay, even more game modes.
The battlefield with boundless strategy. Form a 10-person team. Choose your own extraordinary lineup. Explore character combos. Activate powerful bombs.
Okay, this looks great.
Character ability. Currency Wars. Ready for launch in version 3.7.
Okay, even more endgame modes. That's great. That's crazy. There are so many right now. So many endgame modes. The new events with co-op. I'm very excited for them. And the race drama. It's fine. I wish they would give us the drama itself to keep her as a pet. But it is what it is. Anyway, that will be all for today. It's very, very late right now. So I need to go and get some rest. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And bye for now.